Alright boys, welcome to a new video. I want to keep it very simple, okay? This is straight up all you need to know in order to prepare for the next couple of, I don't even know, weeks, months, maybe even a year in crypto, right? If it goes up or if it goes down for all your trading means, right? What I mean by that, it means that if you're trading leverage, right? Of course, Bitcoin is gonna have some sort of correlation, right? In your trades, and of course, if you're also holding it, this could most likely help you. You know, let's say you bought around 20 or 30,000, right? You're wondering when the fuck am I gonna sell? Is there gonna be another all-time high? That whatever. Here, I got you. I'll tell you where the fuck. Actually, I won't tell you what to do, but hopefully this helps you. You know, in order to do like a couple of things, right? So let's get on with it, right? As we all know, Bitcoin has had a new all-time high, right? I'm not gonna say we predicted it. I mean, we did. You can go ahead and look at the other channel, at the other video that we have in this channel, right? We had a couple of options for the 3-day, but the main target, at the end of the day, honestly, the only target was for either BTC to break down, right, and to this lower zone, and then to always come and take out a new high, the prior high, which was of course the past high right here of I think it was like 69,300 or something like that, and now the all-time high is 69,490, right? That's always been the target for the last, I would like to say, ever since this break happened here. So that has been, I don't even know, like 116 days. That's how long we've been waiting for this. We're expecting that to happen, for this delivery to go ahead and happen. Okay, now going forward, what are we gonna do? What are we expecting for price to happen? Personally, I do see Bitcoin going higher, right? But of course, it doesn't matter what I see or what I think. It's honestly, the only thing that matters is what the chart is showing us, right? This zone in the 3-day is still completely valid. And price can always go ahead and just come down here just to bounce back up. Now, the target, of course, right now is no longer this. Our target right now in the 3-day, I won't say there's anything, but that's for the 3-day, right? It's very possible for price to come back down here to then deliver to new highs. But for now, I don't see that happening. Now, once we step down to the daily, right? What do we see in the daily? We see a constant bullish market, right? Breaks up, it keeps on breaking up, whatever. And then it does break back down, which now for me makes it so it's no longer overextended. I know a lot of people are looking at this as a crazy run, right? But for me, as long as we have constant breakups, right, and then constant resets, we're still good to go to keep on pushing to new highs, right? But for now, on the daily, all I see is if price doesn't want to keep on going up right now, right, to make a new all-time high, then we could expect it to come back down to this S&D down here, which is around 52,000, sorry, 52K. Now, can it do that? Of course it can. The only reason I would see it going and doing that is if the 4-hour and the hourly are not resetting, right? The way I just showed you in the daily. So let's go see the 4-hour. See, now this for me in the 4-hour is maybe if it does want to do another breakup, then to do a breakdown and then to of course reset. But for now, yeah, I would just expect the 4-hour to do a reset. There's really nothing. This is like very overextended. I know the hourly just had its reset. So as you can see here, I'm gonna show you this. Okay, so you see this 4-hour low right here. This is currently the 4-hour protected low, the reset, right? This is where we want price to break down. This is also in the 1-hour, right? It's also where it bounced back up, which is completely like good because we had the 4-hour S&D mitigation just about here, right? And that is kind of where price decided to start breaking down, and this is where the bounce happened, right? So now the delivery that we're expecting in the hourly is for this high to be taken out, which of course it is the 1-hour. Yeah, let's do it like this: 1-hour target, which is also the current all-time high. I'm expecting for price to really do nothing much here besides maybe at most come back down to this fractal SND in the 1 hour, right? To just keep on pushing up to any all-time high. But that is currently it for the bullish market. But for just the video and keeping you guys, updated with everything that's really happening with the Bitcoin chart, this is really it, right? When it comes to the bullish market, right? So what are the options, right? We have really only 3 options. Option 1, of course, we get the hourly, to make a new all-time high, right? Where can it go? Honestly, at this point, is discovery price if it does do a new all-time high, right? But in my opinion, it can go a lot higher. Why? Because what did I say about the daily? Doing its reset, right? We had in the hourly, we had a 1 break, 2 break, 3 break, 4 break, 5 breakups, and then a breakdown, right? When it did break down, what did it do? It came back down, mitigated not only an hourly cluster from prior SNDs, from prior breaks, right? But also mitigated a 4-hour SND, like the lowest zone in the 4-hour, right? So there's nothing else in this 4-hour to get mitigated. Not only did it do that on the 4-hour, but it also snapped back up. So basically it absorbed the low. And so for me, there's really no reason for it to keep on going lower, unless it does want to keep go all the way down here to the daily zone. Yeah, to the daily, right? If it wants to snap back down to the daily, and let's label this. If it wants to snap down, then fuck, that's a pretty big drop. But if it does want to do this option, the option number 2, which would be, right, to drop from its current price to all the way down to 52,000, which would be, it's a 20% drop, which is completely normal with fucking Bitcoin. What does this mean, bro? We're not gonna go out and panic and just sell everything. There's nothing wrong with that. That is completely fine. It would still make it a bullish market, because we would be expecting, right, for price to come down here and then to do some sort of back and forth in the 4-hour and the hourly, right? It would do it like essentially what it would do, like in form of breaks. It would do something like this. You see, break up, break down, down, up, down, up. So this right here is some sort of bigger, like higher time frame accumulation down right here. This is what's going on, right? And it would be basically the same thing. Like what happened right here. Here, and let's put it into a picture. What happens right here, right, would basically happen again right here. When price comes back down to here. Do the back and forth, to deliver to the current highs. But as of right now, I really don't see that happening. All I see is the 1 hour, just the way everything's moving. There's really no FUD. There's nothing, right, for it to, like, even though news don't really fucking matter, but there's nothing for now. No reason for it to come back down. I think it's not overextended in the daily. At most, where I would see it is, having another dip back down here, just so the 4-hour can reset right here. This 4-hour low can be broken down, right? Because right now, currently, we have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 breaks up. So the 4-hour definitely needs to. I'd be happier, if it resetted. But for now, bullish context, option 1 is this, of course, for the hourly to stay as it is and just go ahead and deliver to a new all-time high. Or we can see it, of course, come back down to the daily right here to then deliver to all-time highs again, which would also make sense because it needs to reset in the 4-hour. So this happening here will most likely be the reset in the 4-hour. And if I'm not mistaken, right here would be also the cluster of the 4-hour. No, it actually isn't. But yeah. Then option 3, I mean, it's very possible. I don't see it happening anytime soon. It would also it would be everything else breaking down, right? So if a price does want to come back down here to the 3-day zone to then deliver to new highs, if we want to stay bullish, right, then that would be completely fine. But that would also mean that the daily, of course, yeah, it would start breaking down, which honestly at this point wouldn't make me bearish at all, because this would have been two breaks up in the daily. So the range is still from this to S&Ds. So any of these two in the daily can be mitigated to then keep on going higher. So yeah, there's nothing much on the daily for that if it does break down. And those would be the three options: the 3-day option, the daily if it breaks down and mitigates this S&D, or of course the hourly. Why am I saying this? The whole point of me saying this is to show everyone, or whoever is watching, right, that even though price does decide to come back down and start breaking down, and this would be a 30% drop almost, right? There's no reason to panic, right? There's no reason to panic. The market will still be bullish, at least for me. And for the most part, it has been delivered. You see, market switched bullish ever since we had this break up. New highs, reset, breaks up, and then what happens after it breaks up? New highs. So every single time when this happens, and I know you can see it from the future, everybody's gonna say, yeah, from the future it looks a lot easier, right? But look, that's that. That's a 1 to 6 right there. That's a 1 to 6. You get this one right here. Stop loss under the low, and that's a 1 to 1.5. If you go back in every single breakup you do that, you're not gonna end up having just wins. There's gonna be losses, but at the end of the day, just by looking at it, you can see what happens, right? It does the reset right here. You can't really see it because it glitches just a little bit. Breaks up, new all-time high. Reset, breaks up, new all-time high. Always the same. Now we're gonna take a little break just to keep on going with this. I'm just getting a phone call, so I'll be right back, motherfuckers. Okay, now let's move over to the bearish side of things. When is Bitcoin gonna switch bearish? Easiest fucking thing in the world. It's gonna take me 30 seconds. Literally right here, I'll show you. There's really nothing else to go by. But if we do end up seeing, here, let's go to the 3-day. If we do end up seeing Bitcoin, right, break this 3-day low, for me, we're bearish. We're bearish. So basically, if we see Bitcoin break this low right here, it would not be a reset. What it would mean, and there's gonna be a red line. We see Bitcoin go through it. Oh shit. If we see BTC go through this, we're bearish. For how long? I'm not sure. Is it gonna survive? I don't fucking know. I'm just letting you know. I'll be 100% bearish once I see BTC go through this low. If we break it with a candle's body on the 3-day, boom, that's bearish for me. And most likely at that point, would I be selling? Not my long-term investments. I'll be keeping all my long-term investments, but I will be most likely just shorting BTC. I mean, for my futures trading. But yeah, that's really about it. There's nothing else. We have the 3 options for the bullish, right? And then we have the 1 option of when the 1 occasion when I'll see when I'll completely switch my bias from bullish to bearish. But yeah, that's how easy it is, boys. There's really nothing else about it. It takes minutes to see. I got around 10-15 minutes to see what the bias, to come up with your own bias. Now, does this mean that it's 100% gonna happen? Is Bitcoin gonna keep going up? I don't fucking know. I can't tell you that, but I will tell you this. My bias is bullish, so what I'm gonna look for in my leverage trading is longs. Longs, and that's it. Longs. If it's breaking down the 1 hour and in every other lower time frame, I will not be entering anything. I'm not gonna be entering shorts. No, I'm only gonna be entering longs. So looking for bullish setups, either reaccumulation or accumulations in the 1 hour and then the 5-minute to enter. But that's really about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn them noties on. And as always, NFA Dior. Peace out.